Welcome back to the Sporting Eyes YouTube channel and the round 2 review for AFL Supercoach. Scored 1955 this week, a bit of a down week, dropped 6,600 spots, but it is early in the season, so we'll have a look over the team and the trades I did last week. So Nick Martin to BONNER, let's get it out the way, was a complete disaster. I knew Jack Sinclair was coming in, but I didn't know how big of an effect it would have, and it had a big one. Kickouts were down. His time on ground was horrible. It went from 90% against Geelong into the mid-70s. He didn't get used a lot and turned it over, so this was a bit of an epic fail, and he's probably going to be traded this week, which is not good. However, Zach Reid up to D'Ambrosio was good. This was a shining light, really impressive on a wing. A lot of contested possessions and tackles, so I really liked that. And the final trade was Jai Clark out to his teammate Dempsey, and Dempsey played really well again, 59, looked composed. So 2 of the trades were good and 1 was not. But we'll get to the team and then we'll talk about next week's trades. And I'm probably going to have to use another boost, sadly. Nick Dacos, very quiet. They did well, St Kilda. Windhager mostly went to him, but Steele went to him at times, and they just shut down his run. Sheezel was very good, 113. He's going to have a massive year, no doubt. Jaden Short, another epic fail. He scored 130 in opening round. I have no idea how. He hasn't been very good, turning it over, not getting used a lot. So he's going to have to go this week. This has been a big fail, and again, compared to a guy like Stewart or Whitfield, I've lost a lot of points here at an early stage. Hayden Young, a lot of people are going to get rid of him, but I'm going to keep him because I got bigger issues in this team. But you probably should get rid of him if you can. Just hasn't been firing, turning it over a lot, which is a surprise because he's kicking. He's one of his biggest assets in the competition. But I'll give him one more week. The role is good, but he's just not quite performing at a Supercoach level so far. And then I looped, sadly, Caulfield and Howe, so Caulfield's out, and he's going to have to go this week as well, but Blake Howes has been outstanding, so because he's averaging more than Williams, he's probably going to start this week at this stage. Bonampelli outstanding, rolled his ankle a bit, so hopefully he's okay, but finished the game really well, had a massive last quarter, averaging 131, is just what he does. For the captain, I looped Max Gawn. I was thinking about taking it, but got a bit aggressive, and it gave me an extra 24 points. Tom Green, he's going to be one of the best players this year. Tuke Miller was the Suns' best midfielder, kept going all day, tackled really well. Very impressed with his start, averaging almost 123. That's great. Wines was solid again, 99. If you can get this most weeks, that's okay. Probably should have started Matt Crouch though, who's averaging about 10 points, 10 to 15 points more than him, but not too unhappy with Wines. We've spoken about the epic fail that was Bonner. Then all the rookies have been outstanding. Roberts, McKercher and Sanders, all above 94. I reckon you can keep these guys for quite a while and they're going to make a lot of money. On the bench, Sharp was good again. Wilson was great. And then Lazaro, 66, gets subbed off at 3/4 time. Hopefully he doesn't get dropped. I think he'll be okay because his score proves he played well. In 3/4 he had 66, so was on track for an 80 to 90 score. So hopefully he keeps his spot. Gawn was great, and then Grundy battled to get a tick below 100. Luke Jackson has been the best pick of my year, and it's kind of helped me because I haven't picked Heaney and Flanders, who are just scoring out of control. 178 thought he was getting beaten in the second quarter, actually. I thought Jerry was manhandling him a bit, but his stuff around the ground, his athleticism is remarkable. Hopefully, I don't like saying this, but Sean Darcy is out for a while because we're going to see a lot more scores like this. Then Zach Fisher, 101, held my nerve with him and got rewarded. I think we're going to see these type of scores more often. A lot of contested possessions for him this week. Run and carry, used it very well. So I like him a lot. Jordan was great. I think he'll average 80 plus for this season. Fife, this was so annoying. I'm going to keep him in this format. 69 3/4 was on track for another 90. Some issue with his back apparently, and they just wanted to manage him, but I'm going to keep backing him in because his break even is still relatively low. So hopefully no injuries and sub risk from this point onwards, but it's not a great sign. Harley Reid had a really hot start, slowed down a bit, but he seems good for a 60-70 score most weeks, I think. Sexton is a bit of a concern. I think people will be getting rid of him. But his break even, I think, is at a relatively solid number. So hopefully he keeps his spot, because I think he can make a little bit more money. So he'll be staying this week. Cadman has been unbelievable. He's going to make a lot of money. I just wanted him to kind of get 50 or 60 each week. And obviously he's averaging 72. And he's been really good. And Dempsey was great, 59. If he can get that, he'll keep making money. So having a look at the team, we obviously will lose Green and Tuke Miller this week, which is a bit of a concern. But I'm going to have to use another boost. Now there are quite a few options for the rookies if you're looking to downgrade. One is Carroll. He's got a break even, I believe, of 69, so he's one to get in. So I could go, say, Bonner down to him and then upgrade Short and someone else. But what I'm looking at doing is, because Caulfield isn't playing, he's going to have to go. Short is going to have to go, and then sadly, the epic fail of Bonner. Well, it's not sad, I'm actually happy that he is out. So the midfielder I was looking at bringing in, he's still relatively cheap. He's had a pretty hot start to the season. Is his teammate, Jack Steele. A lot of clearances, tackles, looks back to his best. So he's in. And then the two defenders I was looking at, because I don't have a whole lot of cash at this stage, is a player from the Bulldogs who's been a bit of a surprise. But Lachlan Bramble, he's flying under the radar. I don't see a lot of people talking about him. Break even of -26, has a great role. If he can just average 80 plus, I think he'll be good. Also, Ed Richards is out this week, and Caulfield obviously, so I think there's just more opportunity for him to get the ball. He's not going to have 30 touches a game because they have Johansson and Bailey Dale, but if he can get his 20 to 25 and just use it well, get some score involvements, I think he can be like D'Ambrosio and make a bit of money. And then the final player this week, I know you're probably thinking I'm a bit crazy here, but again, I'm sticking to the theory of I don't want any empty spots on the bench besides the ruck spot, because there are no rookie spots for the ruck at this time. It's just Toby Pink. If he can average 50-ish, he'll keep making money. So if we complete these trades, and we'll put Bramble in, my defense is actually pretty stacked, because I even have Williams on the bench, which a lot of people wouldn't have. The midfield is weak, especially if we do this, put Sharp in for Tuke. I'll probably captain Bont and vice captain Dacos. So again, I'm going with a bit of a weaker side this week. There is a way I could get in Heaney again if I go Bonner down to Carroll, and then get Fife up to Heaney or something like that. But it would leave me with that empty bench spot, and I really don't want that at this early stage, because I know a lot of people will be doing that. So this is the team setup. A little bit, I'll figure out the kind of rookie structure, who I play, whether it's Wilson or Lazaro, at a later stage. But pretty happy. Still have emergency funds in the bank in case it goes haywire. But again, let's look at Heaney. So he's already gone up 60k. It's just catastrophic at this stage. And then Flanders. These two have been killers. He has the bye this week, and it's another reason I'm not going to get Heaney in, because I've already lost 350 points to him. And then if I get him in a couple of weeks, he has a bye. So that doesn't seem too much of a point. But I'm happy to get Steele in. He's still very cheap. And it leaves me with those funds in case something goes haywire. Now, the trade situation is already dire. I'm not sure I'll use any next week. Hopefully there's no more injuries, but I think the health of the team is okay. We've got everyone playing and making money. And a few, just to finish off, a couple other rookies to keep an eye on is Sam Darcy from the Bulldogs, who had a really good game. So maybe if Sexton gets dropped or something, Darcy's a pretty easy in. So hopefully we can keep improving. I think this week will probably be another down one, but we'll see. So good luck next week. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.